Highly respected judges. My product is about reducing plastic pollution. Reducing plastic pollution through community cleanups and the principle of reduce and refuse. As we can see here, single-use plastic products are used for a few minutes and but remains in the environment for millions of years. They pollute rivers, land, open lands, and water bodies, and harm animals and human health. Refusing single products, as we can see in this picture, is the first step to reducing plastic pollution. We can refuse using paper bags, we can refuse using plastic bags, plastic straws, and plastic cutleries. Instead, we can choose paper bags, wooden forks, and cutleries. But proper. Secondly, small changes in our daily life can significantly reduce plastic pollution by we can buy products in bulk and choose minimal packaging. Proper waste segregates help in recycling and reducing plastic pollution. As we can see in this chart, green bin is for organic use, yellow bin is for plastic waste, the blue bin is for recyclable waste. We should collect plastic separately and dispose of it responsibly. Here, as we can see, plastic pollution is one of the most serious environmental challenges today. Since plastic takes hundreds of years to decompose, it causes long-term damage to our environment and human health. Plastic pollution is not just an environmental problem, it is a community problem. Community cleanup is an effective way to control plastic pollution at the local level. When people work together, polluted public spaces can be restored and awareness can be created. Here you can see the before and after displays, which clearly shows the impact of community cleanup. Areas that were once dirty and unclean are now clean, green, and welcoming. Therefore, controlling plastic pollution starts with the community responsibility. Community responsibility is not just about collecting garbages, but it is about changing habits, spreading awareness, and protecting our future. So instead of waiting for others to act, students, volunteers, and residents can join hands in cleaning streets, parks, and public areas. Community actions, community actions with the principles of reduce and refuse can significantly reduce plastic pollution. These exhibitions show how communities can reduce plastic pollution through community cleanup actions and the principles of reduce and reuse.
Very well presented. Just one question. What constitutes the community?
Excuse me?
What constitutes the community? What includes who are included in the community?
The people.
The people, right? Okay. Thank you.
Okay, serial number 10, right? Can you explain about the model?
Good evening, sir. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Olivia, and I'm from St. Mary's Higher Secondary School. The topic we got is reducing plastic pollution. My project highlights the problem of plastic pollution and the importance of reuse, recycle, and as well as alternatives to plastic. you ever thrown away a plastic bottle and forgotten about it? Well, the art doesn't forget, and in fact, it carries that waste for a century or even longer. Plastic is everywhere in our daily lives, but once it is thrown away, it becomes a serious problem because it takes hundreds of years to decompose. Due to overuse and improper disposal of plastics, it causes land, water, and air pollution. And seriously, it also affects animals, plants, and human health. One important solution is reusing of plastic waste. Um, as you can see right here in the chart, instead of throwing away these plastic bottles, we can use them as a funnel and a planter. I also have a practical right here. We can also use it as a garden planter. We can also make dumbbell designs for workouts and toy designs for decoration or for kids' plays. And another effective solution is recycling plastic. Recycling means converting used plastics into new products. This helps reduce waste and saves natural resources. Here we can see plastic waste being processed and converted into new items as for chairs and tables, as a fence, and as a pavement blocks. However, reuse and recycling alone are not enough. We must also reduce our dependence on plastic and shift to alternatives, sustainable alternatives, because alternatives to plastics are biodegradable, reusable, and safer for the environment. Examples like biodegradable plastics. Unlike normal plastics that took hundreds of years to decompose, biodegradable plastics break down naturally within a few months and return safely to the soil, which are safer for the environment. Other alternatives are bamboo alternatives, paper alternatives, banana plant alternatives, animal horn alternatives, glass alternatives, and loose leaf alternatives. To better explain this alternative to plastics, I have a simple practical example. This is a plastic cup. It is cheap and commonly used, but it is made from petroleum and does not decompose easily unless if this plastic cone is thrown away, it will take hundreds of years to decompose. And this is a wooden cone. It is biodegradable, eco-friendly, and it is a very sustainable alternative to plastic. Both of these cones, they serve the same purpose, but this wooden cone causes much less harm than the plastic cone. This shows that we don't need to stop using products, we just need to choose better sustainable alternatives. In conclusion, if we act responsibly today through reuse, recycling, and choose alternatives to plastics, we can protect our planet and create a cleaner future. As a student, I believe small actions by young minds can create big changes. Thank you.
Then just for ask one question about this one. That model which you have brought, in terms of its economic value, what will be the price of this two? What will be the difference between the price of this two? The same comp can do the same thing, right?
Yes.
price of that?
This is less costlier than this one, so this is commonly used, which also affects the environment because many people use the cheap ones than the expensive ones.
So, which means that wooden foam will be more costly, right?
Yes, but in other terms, it is a whole lot safer, safe for the environment for years.
But more facial, right?
Alright, please introduce yourself.
My name is Niloli. I'm from Lenin Memorial Government High School, and my model is plastic use, reduce, and alternative plastic use. And here we have all these things are bamboo and wooden varieties, and here is paper variety. Today I'd like